Hello everyone, and good morning, or afternoon, but who wakes up before noon on a Saturday anyway? Now today is just a good day to relax and watch a few old replays, which is what I'm doing today. And this is the first replay I've posted, and since it's the first replay I've posted, I really wanted to post one where I won for once. And this is that replay, although there are a number of mistakes I made. This is actually not me. This lucky lugger is my opponent for this match. And you can see he's making SCVs here. He started his supply depot. Looks pretty normal for a Terran. I'm up here. I'm the Protoss, all the things. I have a pylon. I'm headed off to scout. There goes my cute little probe. You'll notice that just after this SCV passes me, it decides to do something a little odd. Maybe not necessarily odd for Terran, in that a lot of Terrans will build barracks sort of in the middle or off to the side of the map, and then proxy and add a little pressure, which I honestly usually sort of fold to, which is not great. But the odd thing is that he rallies it right back into his main. So apparently that immediate early pressure is not necessarily what he's going for. My wonderful little scout here completely misses it. You can see on the minimap I came down this way, circled around, and then went back up the other side, where I then went back to mining and doing my awesome little probe thing. Yeah, go little probe. Alright, so I've got warp gate researching, chrono boosting that out. I have a 2-gate open, couple pylons. It's all pretty standard. He has this proxy barracks rallied back to his base. He also has this bunker here, which I also have no idea about at all. He does give my base a little look, make sure that I haven't expanded yet, although he can't run in there because of those stalkers, and it's painful how close I get to this bunker and how many times I get close to that bunker, but I simply do not know about it. Down in his base, he's got this barracks in addition to his proxy 1 rallying his marines right up there. He has his supply depots going. He has no gas just yet, which means no Reapers thus far, which is good for me. He has his engineering bay going, and he's got his nice command center updated to be an orbital command, so he can scan things and call down those mules and mine very quickly. You'll note that he also is expanding here really right next to my base. I've got my natural coming up right now, and he has decided to build it just you can almost get him in the same screen. I think he just really wants to be close to me and my base. I actually don't know what the logic for this is. I know that he was there way longer than he should have been, and obviously scouting is something that I should work on, since I go, look how painful this is. It's so close to this little bunker here. Ah, so close. Just kill that bunker. Ah. I have no idea what's going on for the majority of this game, which brings me to my first point. I really should be better at scouting. Look, I do finally notice that this is here right outside my base, but I still have no idea about this expansion right here, which I could just waltz down and check. Or any idea about this awesome proxy barracks, which is just still here in the middle of the map. I have no idea that that's out there. Up in my base, I am actually queuing up an observer. I love scouting with observers, which is part of the reason the scouting is so late, and I clearly need to alter that in the future. I have this nice Twilight Council, which at this point in my Starcraft career I mostly just used for the upgrades. This is probably the first game that you'll see me use High Templars with any sort of efficacy at all. So be excited for that, because that is the best part of this game for me. I'm very excited that you will get to see that. Adding some additional warp gates, or gateways which will be warped into warp gates, because I have way too much money and not nearly enough warp gates. And I'm getting some immortals, because I'm very used to being killed by those marauders, those evil marauders who come in and just kill all of my stalkers, which is most of what I have right now. So, immortals, yeah. I have the observer going around, looking, scouting, and I'm only scouting areas where I sort of expect him to be. And because this kills my poor observer, I really don't see much of his base, which is great for him. You'll note that his base, he's got a third, well, his third, I suppose it's his fourth now. His fourth base is way ahead of me on economy. Just landing, we both have way too much money, both bad at that. And up here in his natural, he's got sort of this choke pointy wall in here that he has going on, so that's what's happening there. It's like he's got one worker and gas each, and he's just got this guy sitting there, but that's not such a huge deal. He's building a factory. He's got so many more bases, and then I go to expand and take a third, and I finally see that he's expanded right near me. This is the only base that he doesn't have a lot of defense at, so this goes down pretty quickly. At which point, my entire army decides to give very, very slow and awkward chase/scouting to his SCVs, which you can see have already made it all the way back down to safety. And I'm gonna slow this down, way down, because this is the moment the game turns for me. I'll turn on the units tab. You can see it has 96 Marines here, and he's sort of stuck behind his little wall in. And here comes my very first ever successful Psi Storm. There it is, 80 Marines, 55, 40, 24, 23, oh gosh, it's just slaughter. And you can tell, look, he's feeling the pressure there. He calls me a cheater, but clearly in jest. My opponent is clearly a man of much taste and sense of humor. My High Templar just sort of wander in there because they're out of energy more or less. And you know, who cares about losing units, right? Shh. Yeah. I'm awful at this game. At this point we have GG's, but he does try and make a last stand with his remaining, I cannot speak today, his remaining 20 Marines, 16 Marines, 13. His Marine count keeps falling, but while all this is happening, while his base is, you know, being picked off by the few units that I have, he's already got what'll be, I guess this is now going to be his third, because he still has his main for the moment, but he's already re-expanding. He's got supply depots going back up. He's got barracks rebuilding here in the middle, sort of near his original proxy, non-proxy barracks, which is now equipped with this awesome looking reactor. And he's also sending this right on up here. He's gonna land it as close to my third as he possibly can, and that's the theme. He just wants to be near me, and I just keep trying to kill him. And then this is the moment we finally kill that first proxy barracks. So I did not even know about that until right here at the end, and he leaves the game having very few units to actually combat the small army that I have amassed. And that's the end, guys. But definite room for improvement on my part, room for improvement on his part. But most importantly, it was really enjoyable. And I'm definitely going to use High Templar more versus Terran. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And have a good night. Cheers.